Mr. Speaker, I have a question for the author.
Without objection.
California law generally bars the performance of an abortion past the point of fetal viability. Would this constitutional amendment change that?
Rewind this again. Watch Kevin Kiley say, will Prop 1 allow abortion through point of birth? And they refuse to answer the question because they know it will. Please, just pause for a moment. If you're kind of that Christian that's just turned off by the politics, I want you to pretend you're an alien, okay? You've come to America and you've learned one thing and one thing only. That it's a constitutional republic, so all of the people get to determine the laws through their representatives. And when they don't like the representative and the legislator, they can get rid of him and replace him with someone else. That's all you know, okay? You've just entered the California Capitol, and you heard that the new legislation being proposed will allow a mother on the day the baby is due to be born, the freaking day the baby is due to be born, okay? 9 months, baby. Let's say 10 days late. My son was 10 days late, okay? And my wife had to, be put into labor with Pitocin. Let's say the baby's 10 days late and the mom changes her mind. And she goes in and she says, it's really affecting my emotional health is being compromised by this pregnancy. And the abortionist goes, okay, yeah, that meets the requirement for a third trimester abortion. And here's how he would murder the baby. You ready for this? Okay, go follow the science, fact check me, okay? If you're performing an abortion this late, you're either doing an illegal partial birth abortion. Go check out my episode, Cesare Santangelo. Okay, he's an abortionist in Washington, D.C. And you remember the murdered babies that my friend A.J. Hurley and other pro-life activists literally held because the bus driver who picks up the mutilated baby parts from the abortion center in Washington, D.C. gave one of those boxes to the pro-life sidewalk counselors, and we exposed this wickedness. Those babies were probably killed through partial birth abortion. You deliver a baby by their legs forcibly, but you leave the head and the shoulder in the vaginal canal, and you take Metsom bomb scissors and you stick them in the back of the neck, and then you stick a suction vacuum catheter tube into the back of the baby's head and you suck the brains out. And so the skull collapses, but that's still an abortion because her body, her choice, and the baby was still partially in mom's body, so it's just reproductive health care. You're either doing an illegal partial birth abortion, or what you're doing is you're injecting potassium chloride or digoxin through the amniotic sac into the baby's brain or their chest to induce cardiac arrest, to give the baby a heart attack, and then you deliver a dead child. That's probably how that abortion is being done. There's another more disgusting, sick form where you clamp the umbilical cord and then you sever it, and then the baby dies and is murdered that way. So, okay, so that's how that's done. You're an alien. You've just come to America, and you've just learned that one political party is this close to passing legislation that lets that mom who's 10 days past her due date pay a hitman to do that to her baby. You got any problem with that? Because listen, if we can't stand against this as common sense people, even if you're not a Christian, as common sense people, we deserve whatever we get. We deserve whatever we get. Abraham Lincoln once said that if America ever dies, it will be by suicide and not by another country oppressing us, because as a nation of free people, we must live for all eternity or die by suicide. This is on us. And the pro-abortion California Democrats just told you they want to be able to slaughter children through point of birth. By the way, those organs and that flesh and tissue, very helpful, very, very pricey. You can sell it. You can sell the body parts of the child to interested third-party labs and make a lot of money. And then you can do Joseph Mengele, Fauci-like experiments to find new ways to extend our own lives. And so when they don't use the digoxin or potassium chloride with a needle into the baby's head or heart in the third trimester, they use laminaria, and they significantly increase the woman's cervix, and then they will try to dissect the child in the womb. Okay? Now, sometimes if they use too much laminaria and the woman's cervix is too dilated, the baby, it just drops out. It drops out alive. The Society for Family Planning, go Google them right now. Society for Family Planning, a pro-abortion organization, publicly admits, you ready for this? Publicly admits that if you don't use digoxin or potassium chloride to induce cardiac arrest in the baby in later terminations and later abortions, there's a 50% chance that that baby will be born alive, fall out of the vaginal canal before it's dissected and dismembered in the womb. So you should ask yourself this question: why aren't we hearing stories of all these babies being born alive during late abortions? Because if they're born alive during the abortion procedure, they murder the infant. We all know this is why we're not hearing stories of babies born alive during late-term abortions. Infanticide, genocide, baby murdering in America. California Democrats just admitted that's what they want through refusing to answer Kevin Kiley's very simple question: will Prop 1 allow abortion through point of birth in California?